promise me one thing.
Yes.
Are you sure about this?
No, but
Let's do it anyway!
fantastic. That's the one.
I had seen Chris Saunders' work, and so I knew he had a very special way with how he approaches animation. But this medium, it was still relatively new to me. I've dabbled in it, but I've certainly never taken on a lead role.
Okay.
The whole team of voices in this process were so collaborative. It really did feel like we were all getting our hands in the dough, and we were gonna bake this cake together.
Hi.
Attention!
Come on, everyone.
You coming?
Follow me!
Fink has arrived.
Recording my first DreamWorks animation movie has been incredibly fun.
Everyone in the audience knows what to expect of animals, but to see them react to this foreign creature that has the biggest heart, it's very moving.
Your voice is pretty scary. You might want to work on that.
How did you do all that?
I'd like to take credit, but it was a complete accident.
Wow.
To survive, we all.
Oh, that's so sweet. I vomit.
Going again!
So, shall we have a go? This flight is a gift Roz has given you.
We need to get to the meadow.
Follow me! I could go carry on, but I don't know.
No, that's it.
Can't you go any faster?
Like more excited about it. Like there's joy.
Fall in behind us. Are you sure about this?
Nope.
But let's do it anyway!
Oh, yay.
Brilliant, okay.
You know, it's silent, and if I see head bobbles, that's a good sign. You're either nodding in approval or laughing.
The character I play, Vantra, is scary.
Come aboard, 7134.
We will fix you right up. You do not evolve beyond what we're programmed to do.
I've forgotten something.
Roz, it is imperative you return to this ship.
Of course, that's not the hero's journey.
Your target is Rosm 7134.
Seeing the world build as you're building the voice,
Launch flares.
you start to feel the space around you. And that's been such a fun part of the process.
Okay, good luck. Okay, now.
Animation just stretches the heart open in a way that real faces can't do. You know, sometimes you need something softer and filled with more color.
Every single line is like, you know what else you could try? The beautiful thing about animation is that every second of it is thought out by people who are doing beautiful work and really care about what they're doing.
I hope that audiences relish in the message. This film has been made with very, very loving hands.
For the island.
She's right.
All together!
Find that, woo, inside you.
Searching.
Anything yet?
No.
Just have a little fun for once.
One of the coolest things, I think, is that they shied away from giving Roz a human-like face. Her face is just two circles. She doesn't have a nose, she doesn't have a mouth, and therefore, she doesn't have expression as we would expect it. And yet, there's so much empathy we get from her as she evolves into a more individualized being.
In general, I gravitate towards robots that don't have a lot of stuff going on in their faces. And so we project emotion onto them. It's a limitation that the animators went with and pushed them to places that were amazing.
She's our main character, and we had to sort of find a quick way to empathize with her. So if you put too many layers of fancy robotic business, you make an unnecessary filter between the audience and the character.
Even though Roz does not have a mouth, Roz is very expressive. She's got these running lights on her that were originally not a big part of the movie, but as animation started coming in, the animators were using the running lights.
This team has been so passionate, and they're protective of it. They care so much about what they're putting out there and making sure that we make Peter Brown proud.
I love it. I mean, it's been great to work with new people, picking up on what you're trying to put out there.
There is something to be achieved in staying true to yourself, but also being able to embrace change. We're so often afraid of the things of people we do not know. And here's a book that's saying there's value in generosity and there's value in kindness.
Peter's story is very much the heart of the film, and from the very inception with Chris's first board pass. This is a story that has a lot of truth to it. It's an amazing adventure, but it's an exploration of what it is to be a parent or a child and to live in a place. Doesn't seem like it's the right place, but your character can withstand a lot, and it can be better for it.
I'm honored and humbled to see the amount of work and attention to detail that's gone into this movie. They've created this version of Roz that is just perfect. I feel pretty lucky. Very meaningful discussions about the kind of science behind the characters and the world that I created. I was worried that readers would have a hard time caring about a robot character for an entire novel. I thought it was going to be really important that Roz have one really special relationship.
There's an unspoken through line and theme of just going through life hurdles and trials and things like that.
Eat. To Brightbill, this is a story about belonging and how you seek it, how you find yourself, because oftentimes we may display traits that seem limiting to the world, and those limitations can be projected on us. But I think it's important to remain true to your essence and to dare to be more than even the world may expect you to be.
A lot of times we don't know how to give ourselves permission for that.
Why did you steal my gosling?
I'm a fox. I do foxy things. It's in my nature. A character like Fink is incredibly charming, devious, so it's my kind of excuse to be like, this is what I want to do. Roz, remember how things work here.
Stop it, Fink.
One of the things I love about Fink, he is more dimensional in the end of the process than he was at the beginning. He's the one behind this little guy before Brightbill flies away for the migration.
Hey, little guy, fly like you, not like them.
I will.
I started in the days of analog hand-drawn animation, and I'm really, really grateful for that, because seeing people paint and create these things is like nothing else on earth. CG animation eventually got to the point where, we were all dazzled by it, and as a director, one of my favorite things that I got with CG animation is the ability to move the camera. Moving the camera in space is a huge part of storytelling, but one of the things that we lost was some of the details and the warmth that you get in these hand-drawn characters.
Stylistically, we started really pushing different painting styles, and along with the color and the way we were thinking about lighting, all those things coincided, and I think giving us a fresh new take on how to depict nature.
It's a completely different style of movie from what we are doing normally. We try to work a little bit like the 2D artists would work in Photoshop, where basically they work in layer.
All those little touches look the way they do because an artist did it.
The Wild Robot is everyone's voices all together.
You need to learn how things work on this island.
We always knew that as Roz was raising a gosling and didn't know how to do it, that Brightbill was going to grow up and he wasn't going to be really acting like a gosling was supposed to act. In our exploration of that whole idea, we boarded this sequence where Roz's overprotection was causing Brightbill to grow up, I guess, wrong. Eventually, we changed the concept so that Brightbill was acting more like a robot than a proper goose. But this is a version where we see how her overprotective nature was causing Brightbill to be a bit of an outcast. And Pinktail had to come in and give her a little bit of advice about how she was overdoing it.
I miss her when she sleeps too.
Hello.
Hello, bonjour, konnichiwa, hujambo. I'm Gosling0186. You can call me Brightbill.
What's with the stuff?
My mother expresses love through synergistic systems of layered security.
Why do you look so cool?
It's the helmet and the floaty things, but mostly the danger feelers.
Amazing.